Question 6b, they said that root 2 minus 1 is a root of x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And they've said that b and c are integers. So normally if I know what a root is, I can sub it in. Or perhaps if I know a root, I might move it around, make it a factor and do long division. So let's start with just subbing in. So you've root 2 minus 1 to be squared plus b times root 2 minus 1 plus c. That is equal to 0. You can square this out, multiply this in, and you'll end up with 2 minus 2 root 2 plus 1 plus b times root 2 minus b plus c equals 0. You end up with this because root 2 multiplied by itself is root 2 to be squared, which is 2, minus 2 root 2, and then a minus by a minus plus 1. So that's it multiplied out. At this point, I can maybe clean it up a little bit. 3 minus the b plus the c minus 2 root 2 plus b root 2 is equal to 0. I have two things missing and I don't have a second equation. It looks like I might have to do identities here. Now the only reason that I can contemplate doing identities here is because b and c are integers. So if you think about it, if b and c are integers, if I write this, it's the same thing, then this has to be equal to this. You know, if b is an integer, it has to work out that minus 2 plus b is equal to 0, so b is equal to 2. That's one solution. And then over here I have 3 minus b plus c is equal to 0. So b is 2, so that's 3 minus 2 plus c is equal to 0. So it's 1 plus c is equal to 0, c is equal to minus 1. They're my two solutions for b and c. And then it says, hence find the other root. Now just before I go and find the other root, I just want to show you, you can pause the video if you want to have a look at this. But if you decided that you wanted to, this is a root, well, I'm going to move it over and it becomes a factor. I'm going to divide it in. Now, it's quite tedious, but it actually works out the exact same. So either way, this would work out. And because you have a remainder here, well, if this is a factor, the remainder must be 0. So again, you're using the idea of identities down here. You need to clean it all up and you'll see that it works out the exact same. But I just want to show you that either way, whether it's subbing it in or dividing the factor in, you end up with b and c being the same. Now, if you want to find the other root, well, you could use the minus b formula perhaps. So you've x squared plus 2x now minus 1 equals 0. You can sub that into the minus b formula. And you will end up with two roots. One is minus 1 plus root 2, and the other one is minus 1 minus root 2. So you could actually come up with a different way of doing this as well, but that's probably the most straightforward way to do it.